Hello and welcome to our tango video tutorial. We are Iris and Helmut from Vienna, Atelier SOL. And today we share with you an exercise about how we can lift the leg. The name is the puppet string master. You put yourself, you can do it, we start alone and then we will do it in a couple. You relax a little bit and then you will take one side step and then you lift the leg. And as we showed already, we imagine to have an invisible thread from our knee to our hand, and we can play with our leg with different impulses in different speed and dynamics. Change the leg. So again, we have either change of weight or a little step, and then we lift the leg and we make it slow. Pay attention, the thread is not elastic. Should be the illusion of really that you play with your own leg in that. Let's try it and then we'll give you some corrections. So let's go back to the first, and I'm facing you now. So I have my thread, I'm going up, I'm going down. I have it a little bit faster, I have different phases. Make sure you arrive to the level where your upper thigh is parallel to the floor or perpendicular to your vertical line. Change the leg, one more time straight, direct, and impulses, and yes. I like this. Now the first tips. When we go up, we don't want to go up with the whole body, but we want to put weight on our feet, on the standing leg in particular. And I imagine a little triangle. So I have the left side, the right side in front, the 2 points as a reference points, and the heel. And by that, with this tripod idea, I feel more stable. And I'm trying to distribute the weight equally, and I have a slight counter movement with my pelvis. So I release to lift the leg up. And when I'm playing, I feel like, okay. If I feel now I'm going more to the right, okay. Don't forget the tripod part where I'm also on the left side. If I'm falling a little bit more to this, okay. Let's get balanced more there. I try to use the normal outside rotation, so I'm not completely straight, but I'm also not exaggerating to be extremely outward rotated. So we don't want to lift the shoulders, we don't want to go up as a whole, we want to use a tripod, and I have a slight feeling of sitting, although then I stretch my standing leg. So from first sitting, then you can see how much can you stretch the standing leg. Good, let's do it a second time, and now we take the diagonal. So first we had this kind of alignment, and now I see what kind of outward rotation in the pelvis is possible for my leg comfortably, and I can play the same, still on this line. Maybe we'll create some noises. Again, yes. And on the other side, outward rotation, and you play. Feel how you send the weight down on the tripod of your standing leg. How you're breathing. Yes. Now, to conclude this little exercise, we will make a transition from the frontal orientation to the diagonal. And imagine the joint of your puppet that you're mastering, you have to lift it up. So here, it's not possible to have this, but okay. And then here you can create it. And you can do it back. And again, one more time. Let's do it on the other side. Or if you watched, and do the same side as well. So I'm going up, I'm opening on the level of my hip. And here. I'm going back. And yes. Okay, that was the beginning that we do alone. Now we want to play together. We will take the apertura, and I will invite my partner, Iris, to lift the leg by giving a little impulse up, and her first reaction is to absorb the movement. So when she feels the energy up, she's putting all the energy up from that. So if you have never done this before, watch the video of the statua and the projection too, where we also play with these energies and like this. The first way to do it is that I have to step and lift it up. Step and lift it up. Soon, once you got it, you can spend more time and then have different dynamics and timings. Make sure we don't want to lift the pelvis, and we don't want to lift the upper body either. So here, and also the impulse should be quite direct. So it's not like I give a little impulse and then it's very little, but I give an impulse and we meet in the 90 degrees angle. Tarak. To conclude this tutorial, we would like you to do it in embrace. So make sure that you don't kick your partner. So now, if we're too close, it will be a risk, so we don't want to take this risk. What I do is, after the apertura, I create a little bit of space and then I lead. And also here, I create a little bit of space and then I lead it. At the moment, we were not yet talking about the position of the leg. So either it could be a passé position, or it can be just pointing down released. We use it for a flying leg that can be used in the final pose, something like this, tack. Or it could be also used as something coming up here. Depending, then it looks a little bit like a gancho, but it's not a true gancho. You will need both. In the round wrapping, you will need this position. In the final pose, you will need rather the passé position. So find what is comfortable. We wanted to do it in embrace. And here, yes, we want to find this. And then we continue. And also practice that there's not yet. Now I want it. And also there's a slight suspension, and maybe later we will do something with it. And maybe we give a second impulse. So we have suspend before we go, lift it up, and then another lift before we release again. On the other side, first impulse up, another impulse, and then release again. That was it for today. We will publish also another video about how we use it in the repertoire with beautiful sequences, but this was the technique part you have to prepare first.